We teach girls to shrink themselves, to make themselves smaller. We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much. You should aim to be successful, but not too successful, otherwise you will threaten the man. Because I am female, I am expected to aspire to marriage. I'm expected to make my life choices, always keeping in mind that marriage is the most important.
I'm a woman and I will not be a stereotype.
I am a woman and I aspire to be a lawyer.
I am a woman and I am a scientist.
I'm a woman and I aspire to be a pediatrician.
I'm a woman and I enjoy teaching agriculture.
I am a girl and I enjoy lifting weights.
I'm a woman and I work in a hardware store. I'm a woman and my career goal is to be a tomato farmer.
I am a woman and I want to be the president of a company.
These were some highlights on how women can be successful in society. The issue resides with how the media twists the image of a woman. To truly understand this, you have to look at the background of beauty and how the image of women has progressed through the decades. Beginning in the 1920s, one can see that beauty was achieved by boyish features. This means a flat chest, thin legs, and a long torso. This can be seen with images portrayed by flappers and housewives. This was a time when women were beginning to gain rights in society, as women's suffrage concluded with the 19th Amendment giving women the right to vote. Skipping forward in decades, this can be contrasted to the 1950s, where a new sense of style is seen. This decade highlighted large hips with a small waist to achieve the desired hourglass figure. Marilyn Monroe is a very popular person who displayed these characteristics. This is a time when women were edgier in action and more promiscuous in appearance. By the 1990s, beauty standards became strict once again and encouraged ultra-thin appearances. This is when eating disorders became prevalent, and this standard is the one that carried over into the 21st century. A correlation between the increasing use of technology and the influence of media on society can be drawn. The media portrays women as ultra-thin and deems this the only way to look beautiful. This sets unrealistic expectations for women and in turn has a detrimental effect on society. When we asked how people believed women were portrayed in the media, we received the same responses from most everyone.
Skinny, attractive, model type women.
Thin and attractive. Like most women in the media have like a certain image that they want to upkeep that other women like look up towards, but they shouldn't necessarily.
In various aspects of the media, sometimes I feel like women are looked down on kind of as like sexual objects and things like that.
These really thin women who in recent years have gained larger breasts and larger butts. Like there's this very specific idea of a woman who's supposed to be conventionally attractive and she's supposed to titillate men. Like that's what she's there for. So I definitely think of the Hardy's women first.
They're portrayed as flawless women who have no imperfections. Since the cameras don't show any of the things wrong about them, they make them look perfect to the viewer so that they can make more money on their product.
I think it affects some girls and like makes them feel like they have to look like the women on TV or in commercials to like fit in. It doesn't affect all girls like that, but most of them, yes.
In a society where beauty is currency, as Carla Rice quotes in her book called Becoming Women, and where a woman is not acceptable and attractive if she does not match society's ultra-thin standard of beauty, as Casey Sardar states in her article, women struggle with self-image and confidence. But there is a way to change this.
Women should be shown in the media as like the average woman, like we're not like they see all the perfections. They should see some imperfections and like they just feel just as good as every other person.
I believe it would make girls feel like they don't have to be flawless and have no imperfections to fit in. That it would make them feel like they can just be themselves to be able to fit in with like their friends and people at school.
Women in society can be a very controversial topic. As time has progressed, values, principles, and standing has shifted. In recent years, the rise of feminism and women empowerment has become a widely supported idea and has been published in thousands of books like Feminism, Media, and Law, which depicts legalities and connections of women, media, and feminism. However, the true definition of feminism is something that seems to be unknown and resulted in various opinions.
Feminism, I would say, is equal rights for women.
Women having equal rights as men. Feminism, I think wanting to have equal wages in the workplace and stuff like that isn't feminism because most people want to strive towards that.
I think the word feminism makes it an extreme case where they're over dramatic and want them to succeed more than the other gender, and it's not actually equality.
I think feminism is women trying to get like equal rights compared to men, like fair wages and things like that.
I think feminism is a social movement that strives for equality between marginalized people, and it specifically comes from a need to seek equality between genders, men, women, gender non-conforming people, but then it's grown from there to include the voices of people in other marginalized positions that have been left out of power structures and have been given less opportunities to succeed.
The New York City Girls Project is taking action by encouraging young girls. Their motto is, "I'm a girl, I'm smart, a leader, adventurous, friendly, and funny. I'm beautiful the way I am." Other companies like Dove and Aerie are encouraging body image and using models that are realistic. Barbie just released new versions of the doll to fit curvy, tall, and short body types and also different ethnicities, so that all women are represented. And lastly, plus-size models are becoming more popular. These actions are changing society by encouraging women to be happy with themselves.
I have long blonde hair, and I have heard some of my coworkers and also some of my employees call me Barbie sometimes, and I don't think that's supposed to be in a respectful way. But it's okay because I understand why they might do that, but eventually they come to realize that I know what I'm doing and I have a degree. I'm a chemical engineer, and I have risen in the ranks of leadership, and I can make very tough decisions, and I make very sound business decisions. And so they eventually realize that there's more to me than just the blonde hair. They feel very intimidated and very awkward with me, and that was a hard thing to get used to because they would want to only deal with my managers who are males and not with me, even though I was the leader and I was the boss. But eventually, when they realized they could get along with my personality and that I was making sense and I was making good decisions, they realized that it's not so bad. And eventually they realized, okay, it's okay to do business with a female.
Same as men, they shouldn't have to worry about their looks or weight. They should be comfortable with themselves and happy with their own lives.
I mean, I wouldn't say like don't wear the makeup and clothes. Like, I mean, if that's you, do you, but if you want to be like more true to yourself and you're not into that, then just be real. I mean, like whatever you want to be.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up, because women can do anything that men can do. And even if it's a man's world and it's predominantly a male field, you can always make progress and you can do just as well.
In my mind, being a girl is being fierce and strong, and for me it's being feminine. And women are complex, and there's no way to pin down one experience that is woman. Instead, we should be seeking the multitude of voices that are out there in order to make sure that people get a full idea of what womanhood is and what the experience it is to be a woman in this society.